NFTREASURE is the result of a long, hard degens hero journey. And I'm going to go through some of the project history now so that if you're new here, you can get up to speed for what are these diamond hands? Why did they get to mint in zone one? Where did this project get funded from? So this is the project history, community, and thesis of NFTREASURE. And it starts with charts like this can be problematic. This is your typical DeFi chart. The token price starts super high and it just falls forever. Many in our community came from a high APR project called SmarterCoin. You know, charts like this are the result of a token supply that outpaces its long-term demand. And this is usually due to a lack of utility beyond finding another buyer at a higher price that you can sell to. High APR emissions paired with a big launch price create an incentive to be the first one in and the first one out. It's a game of musical chairs. But when supply outpaces demand, price goes down fast. And we can see that represented in this chart and basically every DeFi protocol from 2021. We know this intimately as a community because the chart above is a project many in our community were heavily involved with called SmarterCoin. NFTREASURE was born out of the adrenaline-soaked hysteria that took place in the fourth quarter of 2021. The full history of that, of how NFTREASURE was born out of something like 82 community proposals and feedback can be found in this video here. Just click on this link and I go through a whole history of receipts of kind of community votes and ideas and how all this came together. But long story short is that in 2021, bajillion percent APRs and APYs paired with unsound tokenomics met degenerate FOMO investing habits. This created a pump and dump cycle unlike anything the crypto space had ever seen before or may ever see again. SmarterCoin was dubbed the Squid Game of crypto, and it was an experiment in high APR economics and what happens when APR increases by 1% every minute. We didn't know better back then. Many of us in the community joined SmarterCoin as a complete crypto degenerate. After a roller coaster experience, we came out the other side a little bit more knowledgeable. You can click through on this link and see some of our learnings that we posted here, lessons from a degenerate community. I won't go through all of those, but Easter egg if you're in the white paper and want to click through that, and really learned about how crypto economics actually work. As a community, yes, we survived the high APY bubble, but only just barely. While still licking our wounds, we were really looking for a better way to create sustainable rewards. You know, we wanted to honor those who had cut their teeth in DeFi during the SmarterCoin experiment. And our new project had to be something entirely new and completely separate from that project. You know, none of the old team is involved in this, and we wanted it to be a community-driven project. It was important that it was community-governed. We wanted to reward true project contributors and supporters, and a problem we saw was that crypto often incentivizes the most cynical zero-sum players. So we continue to educate ourselves as a community, consult with top minds in the space, and build in the direction of sustainability. Like, really, we wanted a project where we could hold hands and shake hands with any project. And ultimately, that's what NFTREASURE has become. We didn't want to be in competition with the people around us. We wanted to be partners with them. You know, charts like the one above can actually work to a community's favor if the tokenomics are adjusted properly. We'll get into our U-shaped recovery thesis here. DeFi tokens in price free fall are usually the result of infinitely high supply caps. When a high APR token supply hits its cap, though, and it's paired with growing token demand, that's a recipe for what can only be called a U-shaped recovery. So what does it look like? Well, you can already see if you're looking at today's SmarterCoin chart that this was the old project high APR just running this token into the ground, dropping 99%. However, once utility was given to this token via NFTREASURE, you can see this is starting to trend upwards. So will it continue to go? We don't know. That's the U-shaped thesis. Will every project that implements a supply cap and new utility hit this coveted U-shape? Absolutely not. But that's the carrot we're reaching for. A perfect balance of supply-demand equilibrium. NFTREASURE's tokenomics have been designed to weed out short-term thinkers while offering sustainable growth long-term. That means while Treasure is in its inflationary phase, it's likely that price is going to fall. Remember, like the game is spitting out free tokens until we hit that supply cap. This is just what high APR tokens do. But when Treasure hits its token supply cap, then all bets are off. And the more players we have, the faster we hit that cap. Our goal is to build massive utility and volume by the time that cap is reached out. Our hard-fought thesis is that there are 3 things a crypto project must have to be successful long-term and keep its community happy. 1, a token supply that is kept in check, often bootstrapped through GameFi incentives, which produce more token demand than supply. 2, a product and or service that people would pay to use even if they weren't earning rewards in the ecosystem. And 3, a decentralized distribution system that allows the most engaged community members to capture the value the project creates. NFTREASURE has a bit of a reverse mullet situation happening here. We're degen in the front, but all business in the back, and that's by design. So if you're curious about where did that diamond allocation come from, it's from all of the hard-fought degens that went through the Squid Game of crypto and came out the other side. So they're going to get 9% of the token supply was awarded to those community members who earned diamond hand status in the SmarterCoin crypto game. This was an insane project. That these people never sold a token. And so that's why we feel confident giving them some of the treasure token, because they've proven over a multi-year period that they are diamond handers. These are not your paper handers, noobs in crypto. These are seasoned pros. As a community-governed project, NFTREASURE began with a group of passionate diamond-handed community members from the SmarterCoin project and was started with funds from the deprecated SmarterCoin project treasury. The Diamond Hand community has elected via an on-chain vote, you can click through and see that here, to lock up this pre-mint allocation for 180 days from the first treasure key mint date. After the initial lockup period, the tokens will be dripped or vested to diamond keys and claimable within the rewards dashboard. The treasure pre-mint. So the treasure allocation for diamond hands is based on their December 17th, 2021 snapshot value and the diamond tier. Each diamond wallet address will be divided by the total of all diamond wallet addresses so that it expresses as a percentage. What does that mean? Well, if you go to SmarterSwap and you put your wallet in here, we'll pick one at random, we take this final JLP balance, your JLP balance is going to be compared to all JLP balances that are diamond hands, and that's going to determine your percentage share. We've already calculated it. You can come down here and you can see, okay, this wallet gets 0.18% of the pool. So if we take 42 million times that basically means 79,000 and change tokens. So that's how the allocation is figured out. You can see some of that math here. I'm not going to go through too much of this because it's just the formulas. Diamond allocation transfers with diamond keys. So what does that mean? It means that if you sell your key or transfer your diamond key to a different wallet, your allocation is connected to the key, not the wallet. So one variable to consider is that the diamond treasure keys will denote the diamond allocation claim within their metadata on the marketplace. This means that the pre-mint allocation can only be claimed after a 180-day lockup by the wallet currently holding the diamond treasure key. So if you sell your key before 180 days, you're selling your treasure key allocation. If a diamond treasure key has a claim on 0.5% of the diamond pre-mint allocation, that will be indicated in its metadata and would represent 210,000 and change treasure tokens once the allocation begins to vest. Should this diamond key be sold, auctioned, or transferred, the diamond allocation claim, or 210,000 and change treasure, will transfer with the key. This should, in theory, obviously not financial advice, this is a hypothesis, equate to diamond keys fetching a premium in the secondary marketplace and or deter diamond key holders from dumping their keys onto the secondary market early. How's it going to work? The diamond allocation claim will utilize a solution called Hedgie Finance. And this is what it's going to look like. Zone 1 mint goes live. We create a list of all the wallets who claimed during Zone 1 and the NFTs they minted. So we're basically taking a snapshot. A treasure allocation is assigned to each Zone 1 treasure key based on how much JLP proportionally to all diamond wallets they had on December 17th. 180 days after the first treasure key mint date, we take a snapshot of wallets now holding diamond keys. Any wallet holding a diamond key will be whitelisted for that key's treasure allocation. Wallets with treasure allocations for wallets that have not minted a Zone 1 diamond key within the first 90 days of gameplay will forfeit their diamond treasure allocation, and we will burn their proportional claim of treasure. So you've got to mint a diamond key within the first 90 days to claim your treasure allocation. Any of those diamond ranked wallets that don't claim within 90 days, we're going to burn that treasure allocation. We upload that list to Hedgie then with the treasure claim amounts, and Hedgie streams the release of treasure to each wallet over the next 180 days. All right, so we have 42,168,719 treasure tokens allocated to the diamond treasure allocation. The above plan means that only 60% of diamond wallets, if only 60% of diamond wallets mint a treasure key, that would mean that we will burn the treasure allocation associated with 40% of the wallets that did not mint a diamond key. This should be day 90. I'll change that. This allows us to fairly distribute and vest the diamond treasure allocation using a reputable project and contract, that's the Hedgie finance, reducing treasure supply to help the ecosystem in the long term while incentivizing Zone 1 key holders to hodl their keys or at a minimum list them for higher than mint fee, since all Zone 1 diamond keys represent an allocation of treasure in the future. So hopefully you've got a good understanding of the project history if you're new here. If you were part of that history, hopefully you understand what your allocation looks like. You can always return back to this section in the white paper. And next, we will get into, what do we have left? Governance and team.